A rivalry that defines the sport of lacrosse.
If this were college basketball, it would be North Carolina and Duke. If this were football, it would be Auburn and Alabama.
Boniello gets out and scores. Maryland draws first blood.
Watch the speed difference. Whoop. See you later.
Maryland Terrapins will go down in the history of college lacrosse as one of the very elite teams to ever come together.
This game brings out the best in Johns Hopkins, whether it was back in the 70s, early 2000s. But if you know this rivalry, you know anything's possible.
Now, this is either meeting number 120 or 127, depending on who you ask. We're going with Ernie LaRosa's bookkeeping here. It's the 127th meeting, according to Hopkins. Maryland doesn't count the meetings from 1895 to 1923, which was before lacrosse was an official varsity sport for them. Either way, they played a bunch. They don't like each other. Terps in the all-black, and they start with the Rock as Luke Weirman wins it. Quinn mentioned at 59% this year. He was plus 60% the last 2 years, and he's won almost 800 faceoffs in his career. 15 to shoot. Angelis trying to shake free.
You got to earn slides against this Maryland defense.
Interesting contrast of styles defensively today. Angelis somehow beats McNaney. And the first goal of the afternoon belongs to the grad student from Chantilly, guy who leads the country in shooting at 53%.
Nice job by Jacob Andrus. The shot clock was winding down, but he kept his presence. Quick turnaround and put the ball up in the corner. I don't know if Mahane saw it, but it was a real nice shot and a way to start off on a positive note for the Hopkins offense.
Terps have their second midfield out here. Here's Jack Brennan, 41 in black. Keep your eyes open for 37, Daniel Maltz, who was a game-time decision, did not start, but he is available. Nice save, Chase Erlin. And now we'll get the delayed penalty against Hopkins.
They call fouls and make guys run, and also they spend a lot of time technique-wise to clean up their hitting.
It's good coaching.
Count it! 43rd game in a row with a goal. It's already a school record. And now the longest in the country among active players. He was tied with Brennan O'Neill entering the day.
This is a communication breakdown for the Maryland defense as they come together and huddle about it. It's just too simple. They lose their spots, they lose their numbers and their matchup integrity, and Degnan from mid-range is not going to miss. The band plays.
And you feel it all week, you know, not only on practice, but, you know, people just rise to the occasion. This is a big, big game.
Loaded up. And McNaney on the stop. Evans with a good shot. Here comes Eric Spanos, junior from Pottstown, PA. First midfield back out there for Maryland. Sharp angle shot. Erlin with a kick save. Denies Daniel Kelly.
Great save on a very well-placed shot.
Slow rotation by the Hopkins defense.
Here's Maltz. Oakson couldn't finish and got clobbered. Big collision with Carson Brown.
Be interesting to see if this will be multiple minutes or not, because it's high and it's late. Scotty Smith got caught ball watching behind the net. Maryland player pulls the string and cuts back door, and then the slide draws the foul. Let's see if this gets multiple minutes. There's no video review in the Big Ten.
Foul's on White, 11, illegal body check, 1 minute. White 11, legal body check, 1 minute, reset 60.
So this is releasable.
It's releasable, so they don't call that as a direct contact. Probably slid low and then came up with more of an elbow than a spear to the head. Releasable 1 minute penalty.
Second man up opportunity for Maryland today. Didn't score after the offsides against Hopkins earlier in this first quarter. Erlin gobbles it up.
Jay's defense has done a nice job keeping Maryland out of the paint. Most of these shots have come from the wings, from the fringes, where the goal is not that full 6x6.
And I love Jacob Stabner's stick position there. He got a poke check, on the shooter's glove. The poke check is the best check in lacrosse.
That's a costly turnover for Hopkins as it gives Maryland another chance on the man up.
Looks like they're coming out in a 2-3-1, which we were discussing at the break. When you get the ball behind, it forces the defense to turn to the ball, and that'll open up your outside shooters.
Little extra time on the man up. Shot was blocked by Scott Smith.
Wow, look at that play. Very interesting. Very interesting. Chorus dives towards the ball. Scott Smith was also going for a hit, and this is just that's a really awkward collision, Coach, over a ground ball.
Yeah, it sure is.
Speedy senior from Park City, Utah, 7 and white.
And Hopkins doesn't have blinding dodgers. They rely on picks.
Here's Angeles. He has a short stick matchup against Nick Red. He'll try to take advantage. Shoots and scores! Angeles again. 3-0 Blue Jays.
Angeles, the quarterback of this offense, really shifty behind the goal. Again, gets upfield, nice turnaround shot, puts it in an excellent location.
Similar to the first goal, Maryland's issue is they're losing their matchup integrity. Zappatello, #1, one of the top defenders in the country, is getting picked, and that's changing the matchup, and Angeles has twice victimized this defense against a short stick.
Already 15 to shoot. Melendez into the side of the net.
Coach Millman going to the 2 midfield rotation early in this game. I think he likes his depth. Gosh,
big time hit that draws a flag.
Wow, this may draw more than a flag. Let's behave. Control yourselves.
Degnan at the center. It was 40 on 40 with Burlace, the victim.
This has got to be multiple minutes for direct and flagrant contact to the head or neck area. Again, the Big Ten does not have replay review. Ironic, because it's Penn State for the reason that we have replay review nationally, and it doesn't exist in this league.
Boy, that's
direct and a minimum of 2-minute non-releasable here. It could be more.
I would agree. They're definitely discussing whether it's flagrant.
I mean, that is an elbow and a shoulder to the head with malice.
Again, no review. Let's get the call from Jason Parks.
40, white, excessive contact to the head, 3 minutes, full time.
Direct contact to the head, 3 minutes, full serve.
Terps playing 6 on 5, and that shot missed. Owen Murphy, the former Johns Hopkins Blue Jay.
That's what you want when you play man up. The man down's going to give you the adjacent pass. You've got to look for that skip pass. So not only the man with the ball, but the man off the ball has got to get into that open lane. Nice look there.
That's a good look, and Maryland's on the board. It's Jack Chorus. They take advantage on the man up, and there might be more coming.
Chorus is a jack of all trades. Face-off wings. He'll run an offensive shift. The lefty on extra man. He's a midfielder playing down low in that attack slot. Takes the extra step upfield to greatness with just increased his angle just a tad, and he yanks that ball down low. I love the finish. It's a high release to a low location and completely buckles Chase Erlin. Big hits.
Yep, they don't like each other.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Halfway through that 3-minute non-releasable against Degnan. Another shot, another goal. Daniel Kelly is on the board. And the Terps are within 1.
What I love about this play is the assist from 55, Owen Murphy. Little trickeration, little deception, and it just gives the shooter Daniel Kelly that extra second.
And you give him some room and time, he is really, there's that spin move that you talked about, room and time. He is very deadly with that left hand. He's also excellent inside. You got to watch him off ball. Another big goal for Maryland.
That's 2 goals in under a minute for Maryland, playing 6 on 5. Hopkins only 2 players in there for the faceoff, and they scoop it up. It's Scott Smith, the senior close defenseman. Short-handed opportunity. Oh, that would have been a juice goal for Hopkins, but McNaney on the save. And that's a great sign. Colin Burles was in the huddle. He's got his helmet back on now, standing on the sideline. He was the one who got rocked by Degnan. And Maryland is 2 for 3 shooting on this extra man, making 2 for 4 as Chase Erlin takes that one to the body. They got it to Mr. Clutch, Matt Collison, overtime game winners in each of the last 2.
Watch the give and go here.
Yep, here's Jonathan Peshko. Good calls in, but they could not connect on the pass. Now the Terps with a chance with 10 seconds left. Sprinting it into the offensive end. The shot. That's high and wide. Yeah, look out.
3 deep at the fence.
They got standing room only here at Homewood today.
Not sure how far that net behind the net wraps around. That's the coffin corner back there if you're not paying attention.
You might see that area vacate shortly.
Yeah, Daniel Kelly with that shot. Oh, that's going to be another flag against Johns Hopkins. And Maryland will start the second quarter on the extra man. And the Terrapins start the second quarter on the extra man after the hold against Jonathan Peshko. Under 10 seconds left on the extra man, and a takeaway for Hopkins. Great defense from Bowden Zulik. It should be a caused turnover for him, which would be his 68th, the all-time leader in this 137-year-old program.
Might have gotten away with a ward there.
Now it's Bauer. Shot clock down to 15. All right, welcome to the cradle of college lacrosse. Every day, but especially today, and we've got ourselves a tie game. Daniel Kelly's second goal for Maryland makes it 3 in a row for the Terrapins, and this is the 127th edition of the Rivalry.
And if you're just joining us, you missed a first quarter filled with penalties. Hopkins with 4 different penalties. It's been kind of a slow down half-field game until that goal. McNaney picks it clean, and Maryland is off to the races. They execute the trailer break with a beautiful cross-field look, and Kelly sets his feet and lets it rip. That was a gorgeous goal where at least 5 or 6 Terps handled.
A beautiful day here at Homewood Field. 70 degrees and sunny. Top seed in the Big Ten tournament on the line. Look at Chase Erlin out of his goal, sprawling out for it, whose ball belongs with the Terrapins.
In my eyes, it is because Penn State is sitting at number 3. The loser of this game could end up playing the Nittany Lions in the Big Ten semifinal.
Here's Braden Erksa, last year's freshman of the year in the Big Ten. Sets it up, that rings the iron. Ryan Siracusa, grad student out of Alpharetta, Georgia. Maryland wins the backup 60 on the timer.
Reset on the shot clock, went off the crossbar.
Tell you, after a slow start offensively, the Terps look to have found a little bit of a rhythm. And I say that, and Spanos coughs it up.
As that aggressive Hopkins defense, Brandon Aviles.
Hopkins comes back with that second midfield. They're getting a bunch of runs here early in the game. Depth could prove to be a big factor down the stretch, Quinn.
Oh, what a shot! Brendan Grimes tucks it in. And Hopkins retakes the lead.
That's the 3rd time today that Hopkins has scored on isolation dodges against a shorty from X.
Love how Grimes comes up. He's a big, strong player. I think he catches McNaney a little bit off guard. He's in a great spot.
He beat him to the punch. He really did beat him to the punch. He went from cradle to shot in an eye blink. And I think McNaney expected him to post up or try to turn the corner.
Logan Callahan wins the faceoff for the moment. Along the sideline, it's Maryland ball. And a late flag comes in from the opposite side of the field. This is going
to be against Maryland.
And that'll be their first penalty. This has been an extremely chippy first half.
And here's what's going to happen. The officials will let you play, but when all of a sudden it gets chippy and out of hand, they're going to tighten things up in a hurry.
Black 45, it's unnecessary. It's 1 minute. I'm going to 80.
This is good officiating because we've been on the alert. A little bit of a dive there, quite honestly.
At the first against Maryland, that's really the story of the season for these two teams. Hopkins leads the Big Ten in penalties committed. Maryland is the best at avoiding committing them.
16.
There he is, Matt Collison. It's his fourth man-up goal of the season.
Collison, he's tough with the ball, he's tough off the ball. That was a little wrinkle. I haven't seen Hopkins run that play this year. Collison gives the ball up, floats to the inside, kind of nonchalantly, and all of a sudden turns, and what a nice feed from behind, right on the money. On the ride, they try to congest the middle third of the field, and a lot of times that'll confuse opponents, and they'll go off sides.
Collison again. Degnan way outside. A bomb from Degnan. His second goal today, and it's 3 in a row again for Hopkins.
We want more. Garrett Degnan with an absolute flamethrower on a throwback from Collison. He sets his feet at plus 15 yards. This is PLL 2-point range for sure. And that's why the head coaches in the PLL think Degnan's going to be a dangerous pro to work off of picks and some of that high action around the top of the arc and bury the ball from distance.
If he won't take it.
Save Erlin. Erks has got it. Whoa! Chase Erlin. Full extension. 2 saves in a split second. He stopped Jack McDonald first, then Erks on the rebound. Jimmy Ayers. 5'9" freshman with a lot of wiggle. Russell Melendez now. Lost his footing, harassed by Jackson Canfield. Ayers turns, shoots. McNaney the rejection. Chases it down himself.
Terrific work by Logan McNaney.
Last team to run the table in Big Ten Conference play. The Terps in 2022, 18-0 overall, one of the best teams in the history of the sport. Under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Good ball movement. Sharp angle shot. Erlin's on it, and he keeps it out of the net. He stopped Daniel Kelly, who's already scored twice today.
This shift, but they put the shorty on Collison right away as if they want to get to his body and then slide to him. They've pulled Bauer this matchup here because Bauer's got great foot speed.
3 to shoot. Bauer got to go. He does. That was kicked away by McNaney. And it's Maryland ball. Now Spanos still against Aviles. Slide comes. Who's open? Syracuse couldn't handle the pass. Goes down. Oh, man, it's been physical here in the first half. Loose ball belongs to Hopkins. And guess who? Aviles. Got to go.
Millman wants a timeout. Millman wants a timeout.
He's been calling it for the last 5 seconds. Or he wanted to wait until they crossed over?
Yeah, he's got to wait till the offensive player crossed over. And he was getting frustrated that Angelos was standing outside of that restraining box. And once he crosses, Coach Milliman now gets the timeout with 8.1 to go.
Spanos draws the short stick.
They don't want to create offense for this Maryland team that lacks dodgers from the perimeter.
10 to shoot. Syracuse rips and beats Erling low. Ryan Syracuse, a good start for Maryland here in the third.
Superb possession. Patience. Spanos draws the defense. Syracuse with the left-handed step down.
2 face-off wins and their first settled offense goal of the day. Another step-down shot early, all over it. That was Owen Murphy, the former Blue Jay.
With a good skip pass by Maryland.
You said they look like clones sometimes, right?
They do. If they took their numbers off, you would struggle to identify them. There were similar body types.
And that's not bad for a defense. You know, defense, no glory, just wins.
And they're dialed in to start this third. Backstop by McNaney. It's the same goalie matchup as the 2022 National Championship. There's McDonald, 51, playing offense. Nice job to sweep it to a teammate, Kelly. Maryland keeps possession.
You know, McDonald, he was loaded, ready to shoot that ball. Unfortunately for Maryland, a little off.
Well, it leads to a goal anyway. It's George Stamos, the short stick D-mid, with his 3rd goal of the season.
It was Stamos who bagged the game winner up in the Carrier Dome. A sophomore who wants to go into special forces. This is a situation where Hopkins defense, they just didn't give Maryland the respect in that slow break. This is the 2nd time today this has happened. You got to get in the hole, stop the ball, and call numbers.
Good point. It's all about communication. But you got to get in that hole. The more players you have in that hole area, the harder it's going to be for that offense to score.
They got caught chasing that ground ball when McDonald made the nice play to his teammate Kelly.
Hopkins goes to Tyler Dunn. He wins the faceoff for the moment. Weirman takes it away.
Cut up clips on that iPad, and Luke has made great second-half adjustments this year.
Go!
Urksa with the skip, somehow got through. Hopkins defense scrambling. Erling with the save. And the backup. Quick ball movement, ends up with Bauer. Zapatello picks him up.
Good recovery by the defense. They double and recover.
They're on a string right now. Melendez lost it. Terps take it away. Red caused it. Zapatello scooped it and somehow got it back to McNaney. So Maryland a chance to tie. Game of runs so far. Syracuse ran into a wall of white jerseys. Great play by the Blue Jays. Jackson Raposo knocked it over to Scott Smith.
Who's on?
Hopkins has really dialed down their slides and their double teams.
Typically they're aggressive. Whittier on the catch after the cut. 5 to shoot. Erling with the save, maintains the lead. Daniel Kelly was thinking hat trick.
Bauer's got a matchup against a short for the first time today.
7 and white. He's at X right now. This is Peshko curling around the top. Shoots, scores! And Jonathan Peshko joins the party. Hopkins back in front by 2.
The band plays "We Want More." Peshko presses the middle and gets to the dirt.
You know, 6'4", 200, and you know, a senior player, he's got to be aggressive like he just did. Nice ground ball pick up there by Melendez.
Gotta go. 10 seconds to shoot. Evans finds Ayers. The freshman rips it. Easy work for McNaney, but his outlet pass taken away.
That's a stinger. Jay's bringing fresh legs now. It's a tough possession for the Terps.
Especially when Collison's got it. Sets it up, Degnan. Little step. McNaney with another save. Can they clear it this time? Oh, no! Hopkins stayed onside, but Alviti takes it right back.
That was some two-handed wrap check. I mean, he gave it to him as hard as he could.
Well, in the fourth quarter, Maryland is +10, Hopkins +18. But today, the defense has really made it tough to get a goal, both sides.
This guy's been the difference in the last couple games. Collison went to his right hand. McNaney makes the save.
Here we go.
And he connects on the pass to Eric Kohler. Can the Terps generate something on the break? Urksa, Stamos, back to Urksa. Good recovery from Hopkins and Bowden Zulik. Man, he's a captain for a reason. He just extinguished that chance basically on his own.
He's got good wheels, 10 in black.
He had 5 points in his first taste of this rivalry last year. Now 10 on the timer.
That shot never made it to the goal.
Erling with another stop. Maryland scoreless in the last 17 minutes. Where does the offense come from?
Look at numbers.
They do,
Yeah.
4 on 3.
Winning the sub game here. Kohler gave it up, got it back, shoots. Erlin turns it aside. A monster save for Chase Erlin. Urksa.
Here's a matchup he can work.
Got the short stick. Juronsky. Gotta go under a minute. Into the side of the net. It was Kelly. Shot clock turned off. Juronsky looking for an outlet.
Playing a little keep away.
Peshko
Great
gets it
look
across.
upfield.
Beautiful clear. They're looking for the exclamation point. Deans couldn't handle the pass. Just under 30 seconds to play. Maryland needs one in a hurry.
Nice poke check.
Zappitello with the shot. 19.8 seconds left.
Smith was right in his gloves. Never had a chance.
Timeout, Johns Hopkins. Urksa, the trigger man. Around the screen. Draws the short stick, Juronsky. Urksa scanning. 12 seconds left. Up top. Erlin! The game icing save.
They have a great look upfield.
The save and the clear from Chase Erlin. And it's perfection in Big Ten play for Johns Hopkins. A 7-5 grinded-out win over their bitter rivals in the 127th meeting between the Terps and the Blue Jays.